Do you know what is the first choice you have to make in your outward adventure? Let's find out together with a new character. It remains fairly basic with minimal options. At this stage you can't choose a class nor a weapon. We'll start with a random shot for today's video. You begin your adventure naked, and here are the elements you're given at the start. Outward takes place in a fantasy world where melee weapons, magic and monsters of all kinds come together. Here there's a clan mentality at the heart of community life, and debts are passed down from generation to generation. You've inherited a debt called blood price that your grandmother causes. In search of wealth, you joined a sailing expedition. Unfortunately, during the return voyage, the expedition ship suffers a shipwreck, and much of the crew of Kyrzo citizens die. You start the game on this beach, which you can explore at your leisure before returning to your village. You're back with your friend Eisen Argenson, who explains what's just happened. He takes you over the situation and suggests you get some sleep. Instead, you can explore this small island to familiarize yourself with the game's mechanics. You'll find a number of items and materials that can be useful for your adventure. Exploring and collecting ingredients is a very important part of the game. Someone's here, let's see. I'm going to get his machete, it might be useful later. Now here are two hostile hyenas. This is a good place to have your first fight, because even if you die, you won't suffer any malus. After getting rid of them with my fishing harpoon, I decide to butcher them for leather and meat. A little further along there was also a hollowed trunk that contained loot, including boots and coins. I think I've roughly found everything in this area, so I can now heed my friend's advice and rest in one of the available bedrolls. When I wake up, I realize I'm at home, in the Kyrzo lighthouse. I can remember leaving clothes, boots, my trusty satchel, but also some food. These adventures have made me hungry, and I think I remember some of these recipes. Bread and jam will do the trick. I could also use these items, so I'll take them with me. When you go out, you are confronted by the villagers, which makes you appreciate the pressure of debt in this village. They are the same people who blame you for the disaster that has just occurred. You are also told that you have 5 days to pay your blood price or your house will be seized. Then the outward adventure begins. You're in Kyrzo, a small, lively fishing village that was once the largest settlement in the region by far, but it experienced a bloody tragedy. Over the last century, the village has rebuilt on the ruins and has once again become the dominant tribe in the region, now under the guidance of the Aberdeen family. As you wander around Kyrzo, you'll find plenty of items and equipment to get you ready to go out. Many merchants have set up shop in Kyrzo, allowing you to buy and sell all kinds of items. It can be a good idea to buy a new bag right from the start, as it allows you to double your carrying capacity and hang a lantern on it. Right from the start, you'll be able to find or buy almost every type of weapon available in the game. Along the town's sandy coastline, you can enjoy excellent fishing spots brimming with a variety of fish. As you pass through the main gate, the guard stops you and asks you to carry a backpack and water bottle before you can leave. At the town fountain, you can pick up an empty flask and drink to your fill. Once these conditions have been met, he offers to teach you a technique and asks you to confirm that you wish the skill related to this weapon. And this is the first choice you have to make in Outward. It's important to make your choice carefully, because depending on the weapon, you may not be able to find the technique until you've played for dozens of hours. Once you've made your choice, he teaches you the new weapon technique, which is unique to each type of weapon. This first choice is not irreversible, as all weapon skills can be found throughout the adventure. So don't hesitate to test the weapons before you go out. You can also exit through the rear of the town. You'll be confronted by troglodytes who aren't very strong. Be careful though, because if you exit through Kyrzo's storage and go back to the gourd, he won't offer you the chance to learn the skill. The only choice left will be to learn the two-handed sword technique. That's what concludes the first choice you have to make in Outward. Thanks for watching. I have more Outward videos in the works. See you next time.